Been on the come down for too long. How do you balance Getter, Tara Reid acting and all the other stuff you do? I feel like it would get overwhelming at times. Yes, it does. You guessed it right. But I enjoy it. It's not like I'm forced to do it. You know what I mean? I love doing it all. Just sometimes it does get kind of out of hand, though. It's great that it seems like I am balancing it because I do feel like I leave a lot of stuff behind. It feels like a mess, but so it's good that it doesn't look like a fucking mess. Are you diagnosed with bipolar disorder? Just curious because I've been diagnosed with bipolar, and from time to time, I feel like I can relate with you. Also, Lexapro and SSRI, I believe, is bad for bipolar disorder. I am not diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I haven't I don't know how to test for it. I think I thought I had a lot of stuff because I kept feeling bad for myself. My therapist told me a while ago was like, there's a really good way to cheat your mind. At the end of the day, how you feel is based on your perception and everything that goes on in your mind. If you wake up and you stub your toe, or you drop your pancakes that you just made, something stupid to start your day off, and you're like, today's gonna suck. The day is gonna suck because of that attitude. Then you go out throughout the day expecting bad shit to happen, and it's gonna happen. But if you wake up and you're not feeling good, whether it be health or mental, or there's poop on the floor, instead of it being like, wow, today's gonna suck, I just go like, nah, fuck that. Today's gonna be a sick day. I feel good. Even if I feel sick, I'll be like, I feel great. I'm not sick. I don't have a sinus infection. I'm not about to shit my pants right now. With that attitude carried out through the rest of the day, I found out I am not depressed. I was feeling bad for myself and like had a pity complex where I was always like, let me tell you about how hard it is for me so you can give me pity, and then that will make me feel good. And so then once I stopped all that, everything in my life started to get a little better. Not saying that's your situation. I don't think I have bipolar. I'd never been tested for it, but I feel like if I did, I would know. If one of the symptoms is almost pooping your pants, then guilty. Sorry you got to deal with that. I wish you nothing but love and luck and head. I hope you get head soon. Paul, what's your strategy for an album tape rollout? Waterfall strategy? I think that's something I lack is strategy. I do all the work until a certain point, and then I kind of forget about the project and put it out. But I will tell you, anybody I've talked to that's a professional, I was talking with Denzel Curry on the phone the other day, or a couple months ago. A lot of my rapper friends, like I said, I do it for fun. I would love to be at the tippity top, but it's just fulfillment for me. A lot of them are like, you just drop as much shit as possible frequently, get in that algorithm with your music and not cringy posts. Make as much music as you can, put it out. Not the bad ones. If there's one you don't like, don't put it out. Drop as much as you can. If you're an up and coming artist, I will give you this advice. Whether it's rap or whatever the fuck you're making, don't worry about an album or a project until, think of it like whatever project or album that you want to make is the peak of a mountain. And right now you're on the ground and you want to climb that mountain. And in order to climb the mountain, you have to set up your gear, your fucking everything where people will recognize you, and you want people to get to know you. So drop singles, drop EPs, quick music videos, this, that. And then once you get to the point where you're ready to do an album, you'll have enough people paying attention to do a whole project. Because the worst thing you want to do is, if you're up and coming and you're pretty new and you don't have a lot of listeners, put everything into a project that is you love and it's your baby, and then it comes out and flops because no one gives a shit because they don't know you. So if I were you, I would put out as much shit as you can. Drop singles, EPs, A/B tracks, fucking tapes, anything. Work with other rappers, producers, yada yada, and just get your numbers up. I mean, I know I said I don't pay attention to numbers, but in that case, use them as stepping stones. So if you're make a goal, try it for a couple weeks, identify the momentum and the patterns, see what works, see what doesn't. I will tell you, anything I have posted for Tara Reid, out of 12 to 20 posts, maybe 2 of them do pretty well. And then I kind of figure out which ones do good, use that same formula, go forward. But yeah, good luck, man. I hate to do this. I really do. I got to go pop out a growler, and I'm going to make it quick. But I'm pinching. Your appearances on Short and Simple are hilarious, dude. That show's so fun. So good. I'll tell you though, I do feel bad pulling up there, getting a bunch of free clothes and destroying their set. I feel bad every time, but they're great. Jesse's the fucking man. Steve is also the man. Sammy Fung, I once worked your flight for Denver to Las Vegas, or Las Vegas to Denver. A month ago, flight attendant, I was fangirling. I really want to ask for a picture. Oh, damn, you should have asked. I'm always down for pics. I just took a pic with some dude at the gym earlier. He was a fan of Bryce. That's what's up. Was it Jet Suite? I usually use Jet Suite when I go to Denver from Vegas. What would you recommend to producers struggling with perfectionism? I end up in a cycle of feeling like my tracks are never good enough to release. Dude, I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure the new Skrillex album is a result of that. Because every producer has that. You finish half a track and you're like, man, what do I do? What do I do with this track? And I'm pretty sure a lot of those songs were played years ago. I'm sure he sat on them and then finished them and put them out. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him. But yeah, I do this. You just gotta get comfortable with that. you know? If you think there's a future in something you're working on, I would definitely chase it and do your best to finish it, but never force shit, you know what I'm saying? Also, like, I struggle with this as well, but I do think short songs aren't that bad, you know what I mean? If you make a good idea that's like a minute long, figure out a way to open that and close that, and then you got yourself a fucking banger. Or those are great opportunities for collabs. But that perfectionism can also bleed into like your daily life. Like one thing that I'm still not struggling, but like getting better with is working with other people, trusting people to work with you and trusting that they have your best interests in mind. But it could come in any form. But yeah, I mean, perfectionism is normal, bro. At least you care enough, you know? I've met a lot of artists that don't give a fuck, which is an amazing way to look at it too. I wish I didn't give a fuck. But if you're a perfectionist, that just means you care a lot. And that's, for me, anytime I make a song, bro, it's all for the love. You're riding it, bro. Get comfy with perfectionism. It's not going away. Thank you, G. You have to see a psychiatrist for a diagnosis. Medication didn't work for me. I just had to change my neural pathways. Thank you for being you. So proud of your growth. Thanks, Mike. That's what's up. I'm glad it's working out for you, big dog. I do have a couple homies that have gone through the ringer mentally, and they made it out the other side. So it's good, bro. Proud of you, big dog. Yo, been following you since early 2014. Absolutely love everything you put out and find it cool. We share a birthday. Step down from 98. Hell yeah, bro. April 13th, yeah? Google says 14th, but it's definitely the 13th. Us Aries guys, bro, like no one understands us. People don't understand us, dude. Any advice for someone who wants to get into the behind the scenes of the music industry, like PR and management? I think if you're just around that kind of shit more, you know, like there are a lot of venues I play, and the people who work at the venues or for the companies, I consider them friends because they're always there when I return to that venue. So maybe like something cool, like a position like that, you have to have people know you for you and like be comfortable with you. And then, yeah, just have connect. I recently worked with a PR company that sucked and they pretty much just stole my money. So if you're going to do a PR company, make sure you're willing to dive into that service and really do your best to help communicate with them as much as you can, talk, get their interests, work with them. A PR, if you don't know, a PR company is basically their job is to get you and your name and your project to places that you couldn't normally. Podcasts, cool videos, shorts, this and that, collabs, yada yada, sponsors. Just make sure you're tapped in. Thank you, bro. Been dropping singles every month, but my problem is getting in front of a camera. For sure. No, I feel you, dude. Especially rapping. It does feel silly sometimes rapping in front of people or a camera. But bro, as long as you know you're killing it and it's good as fuck. It's the same shit with like, when I recently started going to the gym a lot. When I first started going, I was very nervous and thinking everybody's looking at me and judging me, but like no one gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if you're down enough to do that shit and you want to make it count, dude, like tap into your fucking focus and like really think about what it is you're doing, how many people do it, and just try to live in that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what people are going to say about it or what before or after or this or that. Don't worry about like, oh, I wonder what the comments are going to say. I wonder how many people are blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? If you're there and you're in that moment, that's the best product that's going to come out. So just do your best, you know? I wish I could offer you like exercises to break that. Top 5 movies. Hey, I like that. I'll tell you. I definitely can't think of my 5 favorite movies right now, but I'll just give you movies I like. Upgrade is really one of my favorite movies, top 5. VHS 2 is definitely up there. Pi, old black and white movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's really good. I did think Cleansing Hour was great. I did think the first Hell House was great. Final Destination, the one where that bitch, her titties blow up in the tanning bed. That was cool. Nosferatu was actually really good. I thought it was going to suck. It was really good. Oh, another good movie. Funny Games. The new one. Everyone's like the French one's better. I liked the American version better. Very great fourth wall breaking horror movie about 2 little golf dudes that terrorize a family in their lake house. Really good movie. Oh, dude. Channel Zero? Yes. I was going to say that, but it's not a movie. To answer your question, I fucking love it. If you don't know about Channel Zero was a 4-season horror series on FX. It's treated like American Horror Story, where each season's a different story, but they're all creepypastas, which are Reddit horror stories. And season 1 of Channel Zero, dude, with Candle Cove is legit my favorite horror thing ever. It's better than any movie, any fucking show, anything. Just watch it, dude. It's so tight. The rest of the seasons are great too, but like I don't know how it got canceled. It was genius. Such good quality too. Yeah, all of those are great. Channel Zero is my favorite horror thing ever. There's a pop-up right here of Jawbone from it. It's like this skeleton that's from Channel Zero. Seeing you pop out with the swim goggles and Real Bros will always be the funniest shit ever. Thanks, dog. That was my call. It was very cold. And honestly, I'd never shot. It wasn't a sex scene, but we were like mimicking a sex scene. I was like, what if I wore goggles and just popped out wearing goggles? And it was really funny. That was, I think, the last day of shooting. The funniest part about that was my girlfriend came to the shoot. And so they had like the house where like base camp was when we were all chilling. And then I'm like, hey, I got to go shoot this. I'll be right back. It just ended up funny because it was like, yeah, sorry, I had to leave to shoot a scene where I'm wearing goggles eating somebody's pussy. And yeah, it was funny. My girlfriend was like, dude, I don't care. But like, I just kept being like, dude, I'm so sorry. It's got to be so weird. And it's a comedy. I'm acting. She really didn't care, but I just, being like, I'm sorry, dude. So, dude, need a burrito recommendation. What's the best in San Diego or California for that matter? Brother, go to La Vix in San Jose. Get a burrito, California burrito with the orange sauce. It's Bay Area royalty, bro. What do you want for your birthday? GTA 6 trailer would be cool. Another trailer.
That'd be fucking cool.
Got in line at the Fillmore at 6:45. Still missed you. Brian, yeah, I heard about that. I heard they were like patting. I guess what happened was, I hope I'm allowed to say this, but apparently at one of the shows on tour, somebody brought a knife or something and was trying to like shank. Or no, I think they brought a shank, like a sharpened toothbrush or something, into one of the shows. So they were trying to avoid that. So they had to pat down extra. I got a lot of people messaging me saying that, and sorry about that. But I do know they did push times a little bit to try to make that work. And unfortunately, there was way too many people. But your boy's going to be back, bro. Denver's my fucking town. My neighbors are back playing with sheetrock.